Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Eddie Jennings from EJSLLC.com. In this video, I'm going to give a little overview of what to expect for the coming month in December 2019, and also go over a couple little news items from the previous video that I made on the COPPA rule in FTC. So really, this is I've been quite busy this week, and I haven't had an opportunity to make another content video. So I figured I'd give you a little preview of what's to come. So first of all, with the COPPA rule, as I suspected, there is a clarifying document that they made concerning this, and it was actually published. What I'm going to be talking about is on November 22nd, which I think was the day before I released my video talking about my particular channel and how it would be affected by COPPA. And the short version of the story is the FTC is saying, look, we are reasonable people, and unless your video is like explicitly directed to children and has content that would only be consumed by them, we're not going to interpret a video as being directed to kids, which is a reasonable thing. That being said, content creators do need to be aware of how their videos and such are received. So I'm not real bent out of shape over this, mainly because there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. And like I said last week, the COPPA rule's been out for years, and it is just now kind of coming to light with stuff with YouTube. There is one thing from the document, which I'll link in the description, that I wanted to read to you, though, because this I think captures the whole spirit of what's going on as far as COPPA and the FTC. And the excerpt says, just because your video has bright colors or animated characters doesn't mean you're automatically covered by COPPA. While many animated shows are directed to kids, the FTC recognizes that there can be animated programming that appeals to everyone. Now, I don't do any animation such content or content that has animations in this channel. But what this tells me is the FTC is saying, look, we understand that there will be some areas of content that appeals to both adults and kids. Those that's content that we're not necessarily targeting here. So works out well for me. Now, granted, my channel is not what I would describe as like a high-end popular channel. I have just a handful of subscribers, of which I'm thankful for the subscribers that I have. It is far more than I ever expected, and the number I expected was one, which is my own account. So the facts that some folks have found my content useful enough to subscribe to the channel, I'm eternally grateful. But even though this is a small channel, I think it's important for content creators of any size, make sure you're following the rules. And so having this clarification gives me a little less trepidation as I continue making IT content, which is clearly not directed toward kids, and my music content, which would be directed for older kids, like high school, college age and such, but that would possibly be consumed by younger music students, but that's not my target audience for it. So the end of the story with COPPA for my channel, things will continue as is, and I think everything's going to be okay for me personally as far as the content that I'm making. So on to other news, some other things happening this month. I play with the Peachtree Symphonic Winds. I am the principal percussionist in that group, and we actually have our holiday concert on December 5th, if I recall correctly. For some reason, I had a brain fart just a moment ago, and I will put a link in the description to the Peachtree Symphonic Winds.org site, so you can find out about the concert and such. If you happen to be one of my subscribers or just any viewer that's in the Atlanta, Georgia area, come check out the concert. It should be a good bit of fun, and you'll hear some good music from a good concert band. So make sure you check that out. As far as upcoming content that's happening in December, one thing I am doing is rebuilding my home IT training lab. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this is I really haven't had a chance to touch the lab much in the last couple of months or so, other than making some demonstration videos for the channel here. And I'm wanting to rebuild it from the ground up using the KVM hypervisor from Linux. And what I plan on doing is, as I'm making pieces of this, I'll make videos that are either how-tos or videos showing what I'm doing and explaining my thought process as to why I'm building what I'm building, and why I'm making the choices to use whatever tools to build the thing that I'm wanting to build. And what I'm hoping that comes out of it is for you, my viewers, if you're an IT pro or just like working with things that are within the realm of IT, hopefully this will give you some ideas on things to do with your own lab, or give you some ideas of, hey, I'm doing the same kind of thing as Eddie. He's doing it a little bit differently. Perhaps you want to do it that way yourself. Or better yet, you'll say, hey, I'm going to comment on the channel and say, I'm doing the same thing that you're doing. I think I'm doing it better. Here is what I'm doing and why. The whole goal is communication and learning from one another. So I'm hoping that will happen as this kind of multi-part series as I'm building back up the lab, kind of getting some folks' feedback on it, as well as finding out what you're doing in your own labs and such. Also, if there are particular topics, either music or IT related, that you would like me to cover, either as one of my subscribers or just any viewer that's come across the channel, feel free to, you can head over to ejsllc.com and send me a message there, or you can leave comments and such in the channels. I want to try to honor that as much as I can, because you're taking the time to watch my videos. I want to make sure I'm giving you some content that's useful and relevant to you. So again, this is just kind of a quick little update as to what to expect for the coming month. If you're in the Atlanta area this week on Thursday and want to hear some good Christmas / general holiday music, make sure you check out the Peachtree Symphonic Winds.org link in the description to find out about the concert. Make sure that you click the subscribe button for the channel and click the bell so you'll get notifications about new content. Thank you for your time, and I will see you the next time.